Hello. Now we start off right. I started late and then I started muted. So that's a weird thing. Hello and welcome to the Bill Bear Workshop. Uh, Harold is hosting. Will Smith is also hosting. I appreciate both of you. Thank you so much for that. I'm waiting for a few more folks to join us live. If you're here live in the room, throw a Bear Cave emote in there. I'm throwing in there. Harold, you're here. Hello, Harold. Yes, I turned my sound on. I had it muted. I rushed in here. I entered my apartment about 5 minutes ago. Uh, Luckily, everything was set up for the stream. I did that earlier today because I knew I would be cutting it close, not cutting it late, but cutting it close. I expected to return to my apartment at about 8:15 p.m. tonight, Eastern, and not 9:25. Um, Hello, Johnny. Johnny, I love that you're here. It's been a bit, so I'm love that you're here live. There's not many people here in the chat right now. Um, we got a few of you, but not too many people, which is okay. Um, because I started late, and folks may have found something else to do. Because I didn't, announce it really early that this was happening. Um, I'm catching my breath. We're gonna get building. We're gonna build. I don't know. We're gonna go to 11 at least. We might go past that. I'm not sure right now if we're gonna do the full 2 hours. Uh, Hello, Jam. Thanks for throwing the Bear Cave emote in there, and thanks for being here in the chat. While I catch my breath, while we settle, while we see if a few more people want to join us, before we get to building, hello. This is our first stream back since my trip to San Diego. I did a check-in stream where I hung out in my hotel room on a Thursday, and then last Saturday I did a build stream of some Steven Universe kits with Aaron Trites. Hello, Zorbs, and welcome. Hi, Zorbs. Um, Aaron was with me in San Diego. That's where he lives now. So we did a build stream. We did some kits. Now, those kits, I left them in San Diego because I bought too much stuff, and I didn't like those kits. They weren't cool. So I just left them there. Um, though someone will find them out there. I was never going to give those away because they aren't really that cool. But I encourage people to go to my YouTube, youtube.com/PatBear, and check out my latest mailbag. I got one thing in the mail from an anonymous supporter, and then I show off the kits that I got at San Diego. Right now, the $10 backers are deciding what I should build after we finish our Shenlong. You can see Shenlong. Let's go to the live shot here, the top shot. Shenlong from Gundam Wing is here. We have completed the head, the chest, and the arms and shoulders of Shenlong. It is time to get building. We're going to keep working. We're going to start on the legs. I'm going to change a property here. Turn off focus, autofocus. Yeah, so I'm a bit disoriented. I apologize for the late start. I apologize for not being fully with it. Zorbs just subscribed. Almost a year of great content. Thank you so much for that. 11 months in a row, Zorbs. I really appreciate that. Been here since the beginning, and it's awesome. Thank you so much. Smash Mouth Johnny says, I'm on a road trip with my girlfriend. We drove for 4 hours yesterday, and we're going to drive another 4 hours today. You know what? If you can be laid back and only do that many hours, that sounds great to me. I know everyone's different. Everyone's built differently. When I think of road trips, I think of being in the back of a car, as my dad drove for 14, 18 hours straight. And we'd stop along the way because you have to. But for the most part, he wanted to just keep going because we'd be driving from Connecticut to Florida, basically along the East Coast. Thankfully, I don't do that. I also, hey, Lashbrook. Hey, Board, welcome. We got so many of our regulars in here. That rules. That's awesome. We just need Isk, but he's actually visiting New York right now, so won't be able to watch us live, which is very funny. Thank you for folks that have also renewed their subscription without making it known. Zorbs let us know, but a couple people out there also did it because my number jumped up, and that rules. And also, good on you. Let's see. So what we need? We need XBs. We need some XBs and some Gs. Let's get building. Good on you for getting your subscription in now because, as many of you know, tomorrow is my monthly game stream. And then, let's just do this a little bit here. There we go. And then Saturday is the last stream of the month. And on Saturday, I'm giving away another model kit. It's the Gundam XCL real grade. It's the first real grade we ever built. It's a very fine kit. I'm giving that away to a subscriber. So you have to be an active subscriber for that. So now's a great time to renew or join up. For whatever reason, my renew sub never pops your overlay. Yeah, you should. So you can hit it and then check the top around where it says cheers, like the list of cheers if there were. There might be a thing you can click there. Sometimes it doesn't show up when I renew the person I subscribe to, Kate Stark. Sometimes that doesn't appear. It's weird. Johnny, I missed that. We would have done all 8 in one day, but I had a doctor's appointment in the morning that kept us from leaving. You know, isn't that always the way? There's always something to slow you down. But sometimes you just got to go at your own pace. It's a road trip. You get there when you get there. So we are working on the legs of our Shenlong Gundam. Shenlong is the 4th Gundam in the Gundam Wing series that we have built. We'll do all 5 someday. I like the Endless Waltz version, but there's no kit for that that I have access to. So we're building the original version here with the one arm. I really like the look. I like the aged look of the Endless Waltz version, the double arms. I think it's just the wide claws. Yes, Logan, you're right. It has that version has a different name, and it's awesome. It's just a rad model kit and a rad Gundam, and so someday I'll build that. I'll build some version of that. Just not today. We're doing the original version, which I still like. It's my 4th favorite in the series. I wonder if you can guess what my favorite is. Well, you know my favorite. What my least favorite is. It's the one we haven't built yet. The Sandrock. It's never cool. Nothing happens to it. It's kind of cool that the pilot fences with Dorothy. That's it. It's not a great Gundam, and I don't like it, and I'm going to build it because I'm a completionist, but I'm not going to be happy about it because it's not a cool Gundam. No, I love the Wing Zero. I love the Wing Zero. I love the Wing. I like both of them. I like a great transforming mech. And I like one that has weapons that could destroy the Earth. It's also the classic one. I think you can't have 3 Gundams that look too much like the classic Gundam. Because you've got Wing, you've got the original version of Shenlong, and you've got the Sandrock. They all look too much like a typical Gundam. And the Heavy Arms strays with its beautiful color choices. And obviously, Death Sight, the head looks pretty similar, but it's got a way different vibe. It's just a different kit that I really love. Death Sight is my favorite of that series. And the Epion is cool. We agree on that. The movie is custom, but this one is one by the Yuuna designer for correctly. Oh, it's the redesign. You're right. Well, look, yeah. I mean, also, when we did the Tall Geese 3, I was loving it. I love the Tall Geese because they were like, I need to build a robot that is a throwback to the age of knights. It's just, I want a small shield and I want a lance. That's my jam. Missile launchers, no thank you. I fucking love the Tall Geese. The Tall Geese feels like, in the same way with the Master Gundam, Tall Geese feels like you should have a horse Gundam to ride. Oh, love that kit. So thrilled we got to build that. All the names they use in the Gundam stuff. Logan Payne, thank you for following. I appreciate that. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for the follow. If folks can't subscribe because, your Twitch coin is used somewhere else, or money reasons, or you just don't want to support Twitch that way. I get it. I understand. But give me a follow and set your notifications so you know when I'm streaming. It's very helpful because we're doing our bonus game stream tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. We will start at 9 p.m. I'm going to make sure of it. That's coming tomorrow. I'm very excited about that. I'll be playing a couple solo games, and then we'll be playing multiple games that involve you. We'll do some Quiplash. Maybe we'll do a TKO. We've never done Drawful, and I want to do Drawful. I really want to do it. So I got that loaded up. And then maybe one other thing. You know what? I've always liked Guespionage. If we have enough players, maybe we'll try doing Guespionage, because I think that's kind of a fun one. Who knows? Maybe we won't. Maybe we will. I don't know for sure. But we'll play a bunch of games, and it'll be fun. I've got one game that was done for the Drawfee, which is the College Humor Dorkly's drawing YouTube series. I've got one game for a game jam that they made where they worked with different designers and artists, and they drew like art as an episode, and then that art ended up in a game. And my favorite of those, I never played on stream, so I'm going to play that tomorrow. It's a very simple, easy game. It's just the space bar. It's very, very fun, and it's available on itch. So I figured I would play that tomorrow at first, and then try a couple other games. I want to play some of the games I got for free as part of the Twitch Prime like free games thing. I figured I would try that out. So that's a preview of what tomorrow will bring us. Be very careful with this. These pieces are small, and I don't want to lose them. Speaking of small pieces, right now the poll that my $10 Patreon gang, right now the lead vote in that for what I should build next, Vegito, the action figure model kit of Vegito from Dragon Ball, Voltron, all of the lions that combine into one giant Voltron, or the motorcycle capsule number 9 from Dragon Ball, and a Gagai, Petite Gagai kit that has a little sign. I am going to build those. I have a poll going, and right now Voltron is winning. So Voltron will probably be the build we do after this. We're going to do all of them, but that's the next one. That, like I said, that's currently winning the poll, so I have to respect that. I also want to build it, so it's fine with me. There's going to be some tiny work in there, but it'll be worth it. It's a good-looking kit. I want to thank everybody for sticking with me. When PAX Boston rolled around and I didn't stream for 2 shows, my numbers dropped, subscribers dropped to the lowest they had ever been, which was a bummer. But y'all stuck with me in my little break. Doing the check-in stream, I think, was helpful. People seem to like that, so I'll try to do that. I should say, I'm streaming tonight. I'm streaming my bonus stream on Friday. I'm streaming on Saturday, last stream of the month. The following week, I will be doing a Thursday-Friday stream. And August 4th, Saturday, August 4th, I will not be streaming that night. So I'll be streaming on the 2nd and the 3rd. I'll try to keep people in the know about that. Apparently, I can't make announcements like that show up underneath my Twitch feed. You used to be able to do that. And then you can't do that anymore. I didn't notice. That went away. That's annoying. Because I wanted to like make it announcements and stuff. But I guess you can't do that. Alright, so first thing you do is pull this up, put that. It goes in. I don't know what they're telling me. Okay. So C111, C211, F2. Got it. We'll need that in a second. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I got really frazzled today. There was an emergency at work. It's all been taken care of. We had a thing I had to deal with. Our lighting board was being... Gremlins were in there, I think. Something was going on, because I don't know why. and my fixes shouldn't have fixed it. It's one of those things where like that shouldn't have been the problem. This shouldn't have been the solution. So on occasion, I'm going to be looking at my phone. I apologize for that, but I think I fixed the problem that we ran into. I'm 99% sure that I fixed it, but there's always a chance that I didn't, and I'm going to have to deal with that. So hopefully, fingers crossed, everything's cool. Did you catch Overlord? Had some good humor this week. Yeah. Season 3 of Overlord right now. The first episode was kind of like the midpoint if Season 2 had been 26 episodes or 24 episodes. It kind of was like hey, what's going on in the building? And now we're getting into plot. The second and third episodes are dealing with the village that Ayan Al Ghul, our main character, saved early on. And dealing with some goblins and love and respect. And we learned a little bit about one of the maids I liked. Did not know that, minor spoilers, it makes sense. The nicest maid, the maid that's got along with humans the nicest and seems to be one of the best of the battle maids, turns out is a sadist. And I'm not bummed about that because everybody in that show is evil. Well, all the main characters are evil. But I was like, oh, I didn't know she was a sadist. Okay. It was like a surprise. I didn't realize it. I guess the mech maid, the battle maid, who's like weird robot, so far doesn't have any negative, isn't evil as far as I know. Just works for an evil group. But yeah, I was like, oh, she's evil. Yeah, Overlord was a pretty good episode. I am behind. I did not watch Island at all, so I'm like several episodes behind Island. I'm behind on Chio's School Journey, so I'll watch that for Saturday. I'll make sure I catch up on that. I'm caught up at Cells at Work. Today's Cells at Work. We saw a little bit of the red blood cell, but not much. And I just want to say, Cells at Work is awesome. I tweeted this, but I stand by it. The best thing about Cells at Work is that you're rooting for a human body to be healthy. Because all of these characters you're seeing in the show, the town, all these whatever, they're all representative of parts of a human body. So when they beat back viruses, when they beat back diseases, they are winning and being healthy. And I think that's rad that you're cheering for this human to be healthy. You're like psyched when a sneeze happens, when the missiles are launched and a sneeze happens, because you're like, yeah, get rid of that bad stuff. And it's just a funny, to me, feeling to be like, yeah, heal yourself. You can do it. Like cheering that on. I think it's rad. It's just a really rad show. The art is awesome. I love the white blood cell shading. I think the design work is fantastic. I overall really like it. So we got here. So in preparation for the road trip, we got a new battery and SD card for my girlfriend's camcorder. My arm now hurts from filming too much on the trip. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to do anything with the footage. Keep shooting photos and videos out. Hey, you want to remember the good stuff, right? You can always edit it. You can always throw it on a hard drive and forget about it, right? But it's good when we're feeling good, when we're feeling at peace, when we're feeling our happiness. It's great to document that. I think that it's nice to look back on the good times, and even if you don't, even if you just film it for filming's sake, make sure, the only thing I'll say is, Johnny, make sure you're also present in this, so you're not just hiding behind the camera. Make sure you're taking selfies, make sure you're taking group shots, make sure you're putting the camera down and getting photos and videos with you in it. You're turning the camera around. I dropped the thing, so I'm picking it up. Make sure that you're also present in this so that you're not a bystander in your own journey, in your own travels. So one thing I'll say, it's important. As a person that realizes that they don't have a lot of photos of themselves on trips, they have a lot of photos of trips. You want to make sure you're also part of it. Even if you're feeling like, I don't want to be on camera or I don't look good in this photo, just make sure you're in a couple of them. Pick and choose the best ones. Make sure you're in it. All right, working on the ankle here. Looks like. Let's pull that out. Um, so yeah, Cells at Work might be my favorite show right now. Overlord is good. Oh, my hero. Oh, my hero, Academia. Oh, woo! Getting into it, getting some battle stuff going. But before the battle stuff started, before the fight, the different schools take each other on. We got a little bit more girl talk happening. Uh, we got some floating through the air because you're embarrassed to talk about your feelings moment. It ruled. It's great. I love it. Um, it's a good bit of business. I'm excited to see some ultimate moves that people are going to throw out. I'm excited to see what the changes. We saw that some people updated their costumes, and we'll see how that affects their powers. Uh, my hero in a good little spot here. You know, they're going to give us the good stuff before they give us more villain shit. So I like that. That's good. Give me some more good stuff. Can we get a shout out for that way that Sue styled her hair to look like a butterfly? Oh yeah, Sue Chan is just is great and is rocking it. I'm very excited to see what her new move is. That's even more frog-like than you've ever seen. I think that's how she described her new move. I'm excited to see whatever that is. Yeah, more frog stuff to save the day. I know that it's not going to come till later. But we got that tease of Dark Shadow on there, and then we got that tease of the sword. I mean, I really hope he busts the sword out at some point. I don't think it's right now. I think we got to wait on the sword. But I'm excited about that sword coming out. I'm excited about a dark demon possessing someone and that has a sword. All right, so we got to put more pieces out. Part of the country we're going to has a lot of bad history for me. I haven't been back since moving in with my girlfriend, and I don't plan to be back there for years again. So when we leave, it's not a possibility of feelings of visiting. Okay. All right, Smash Mouth. It's complicated. I understand. I get it. Yeah. And yeah, so maybe you're focusing on some of the positive stuff now while you can, and that's good. It's good to do. Been a long time since I've had a Little Caesar. Lots of them closed down, but I say it's got to be better than Domino's. So I'll say this, board. I have not had Little Caesars in quite some time. Oh, yeah, because we had above us. I didn't see it. A Little Caesars place just opened near me in Newcastle, Australia. Has a rate among other pizza chains. So I was never big on Little Caesars. I was a Domino's Pizza Hut kind of guy. I liked a good personal pan pizza at Pizza Hut. That was my jam back in the day. So I never really had Little Caesars too much. It's better than Papa John's because I don't think Papa John's is good at all. Even before we knew about Papa, I still didn't enjoy that pizza. So I'll say that. I put this on wrong and I noticed it, and now we're fixing it. I feel way better about that. We fixed it. Fixed my mistake. All right, we're just doing a lot of legs. We're building up pieces as we go. PC8, PC8. But yeah. Been a long time since I've Little Caesars. Lots of closed down. Yeah. I never liked the Papa John's. There weren't that many in Connecticut, but we started going in New York because they were very cheap. And I was like, what if we spent a little more money and got something that was definitely better? So it's not. I'm not a big fan. Yeah, I don't know. Also, here's the thing. Little Caesars in Australia can be very different from a Little Caesar in America. You know, there are taste differences and style differences. So I don't know how it's going to be. I know that I don't hate Little Caesars, but I'm never trying to get Little Caesars. And I think personally that I do prefer Domino's to it. All right, so we're working on our legs here. We're building up. This is all very basic stuff, so I haven't been talking about the stuff we're doing. You might notice that I'm building very close to the edge here, and I have the instructions in the middle, and normally that's reverse. But what's happening is I'm sweating so much right now because I just came in as a pile of sweat that I don't want to get my arms all over the book, so I'm building down here, which isn't great necessarily for y'all. But is very good for me and the person who's going to get this book someday, so it's not covered in sweat. Oh, I need one more of those. So that's why if you're like, hey, why is Pat doing it this way instead of the normal way where it kind of builds over it, it's because I rather my arms touch the table than the book. I still want to try Little Caesars Detroit style someday. Huh. It's interesting they're closing down. Seems like they're opening up a few in Australia, lots of wants. Yeah, I don't know. They're not just, maybe just not a big chain these days. Like I said, I don't see them too often here in, there are a couple in New York, but I see almost all the other chains more, except Pizza Hut. There's some combination Pizza Hut, Taco Bells, but not many. There's very few, like, just straight up Pizza Huts in this neighborhood, or the city, I should say. Okay. Uh, hmm. So this goes like this. Stretch, yes, it does. And then this goes on here. This is pretty standard for the Gundam kits. Lets this slide a little bit. When the knees move, it slides. That's all it is. Just moves around. Huh. Staying overnight at my dad's spare one-room apartment. I was heartbroken to find the pizzeria on the corner shut down for the summer. It's tradition that I try to eat there every time I drop by here. That's a bummer. Yeah, I hate when you get caught in someone's regional like hours. All right, so let's talk about the food I had in San Diego. So I had very good seafood. I had incredible tacos from hole in the wall places that were recommended by people. But the fine folks at Oni, who paid for my trip out there, paid for my hotel and my plane ride, very thankful for them. It's the reason I was at San Diego in the first place, was to do video content for them. So I'm very grateful. Thank you, Oni. Buy some Oni books, please. Or at least follow Oni Press on Twitter. Just follow them on Twitter. Just do it, please. Anyway, they're great. But one of the things is that Charlie, my friend Charlie Chu, who you might know from 404ing it and a little bit of League of Heels stuff, Charlie says, you want to eat at Lolita's. And I was like, okay, Mexican, you got it. They're kind of a chain. There's one by the baseball field. Great. Get water. He goes, yeah, you'll love it. Get a 2-in-1. Now, the 2-in-1 is when they take a burrito. But before they roll the burrito, they shove 2 tacos inside the burrito. Now, these tacos have been rolled and fried. So they're basically big taquitos that they then shove in a burrito. And then you pay very little for all of that. And it's, wow. It's very good. That ruled. It was incredible, and it was filled with some of the best guacamole I've had in a very long time, and I shredded through my burrito and just started scooping out the guacamole into chips, and it was awesome. Now, apparently, I've been told actually the best thing to do there is to get French fries, and then you dip the fries in the guacamole, but I went with chips instead because I'm classy, and it was awesome. Aaron Trites tweeted about it because I told him to go there, and it was great. And they had like a Comic-Con special, so it was really cheap. Came with a soda. It was a very good deal. Nowadays, I skip the chains and hit local pizzeria places. Yeah, board. If you can, do local. Local pizza is always, if you're in a town and you can ask the front desk, hey, I'm from this place. What's the best pizza you know about? Or hey, what are the local favorites? You can always ask what the local favorites are for anything, I got a really great lobster roll that was fresh lobster that was incredibly good. I was thrilled to be eating it. was really, really tasty. Um, I had so I got a Caesar salad because I was like, even if it's just lettuce, I need some kind of green to go into my body because it had been too long without green. So that's not the best way to do it, but I went and got some greenery by getting a salad, and but I got a chicken Caesar salad, but it was like the kind of chicken they put in their tacos, so it was really shredded and like had a great taste to it. It was just like a very tasty salad that was not healthy at all, but tasted really good. I ate very well in my time there. There's no chain pizza in Sweden. Pretty much, you can find Pizza Hut in some cities. Okay, yeah, it hasn't invaded you yet. You've withstood it. Um, but yeah, Lolita's was very good. The first night I was there, it was Wednesday. I just wanted something fast. I just needed something, so I ended up at a Subway, and I don't regret it because, like I said, I just needed it. I needed food to eat as soon as possible, so I went with that because it was like within walking distance, and it was kind of late, and it was fine. That was just fine. All right, so we're putting together our legs here, getting our pieces together. Gonna incorporate some other stuff in a minute. Want to make sure we're doing both of these right. Just making sure that I'm doing these legs accurately, because I don't want to have to redo them, but I've done this so many times that I'm not worried about it. We're big in the chain burger bars, though, especially in the north, which is where we're going. Okay. I don't mind a chain burger place. I like a Whataburger. I like a Five Guys. I like an In-N-Out. There was an In-N-Out, but it was far away, and I missed the day that we were getting In-N-Out. I totally missed it at Oni. We ended up going poolside, which is where I got my salad. The hotel I stayed at, I talked about a bunch how it was legitimately Dragon Ball themed because the parking lot of my hotel had the Dragon Ball North American tour experience there. So I saw a lot of Dragon Ball figures and cutouts, and it was very cool, and I liked it a lot. All right, so we need that. We need this. We need G14. Gotta put G14 on here. But yeah, it was very fun. But yeah, we sat poolside at a fire pit, and it ruled. It was very cool, and it was a very fun way to relax after a long day. Uh, Even with the secret menu, I feel In-N-Out is overrated. All right, I'll get to In-N-Out in a second, Lashbrook. I have my opinions on that. So, um, there's a chain here that only exists in my hometown called. I'm not gonna try that. Uh, Korv Goben. Korvguben. They specialize in burgers that are cheap diner sodium bombs. Laden literally translates to old sausage man. Yeah, yeah. You know what? You know what, Johnny? I would also eat at the old sausage man. You're telling me there's a place called the Old Sausage Man? I'm like that makes giant burgers, trash burgers. Yeah, I'm into it. So, Lashbrook, here's the deal with In-N-Out. People that talk about how they love it don't give the caveat that they loved it when they were in high school, and they love it because it's incredibly inexpensive. It's not a better burger than Five Guys. Even the secret menu stuff isn't better, but it doesn't cost anything. Like a burger and fries is like $3. So people grew up loving that place and have nothing bad to say about it because they they had such good experiences with when it was completely cheap. And they don't follow up with that when they talk about how much they love In-N-Out and how they're like, oh, you got to get In-N-Out and In-N-Out and all that. They don't go, it's like, it's really tasty and costs nothing. Yeah, I think Whataburger is a better burger. I think Five Guys is a better burger. I think Five Guys is better fries. Way better fries. Um, but for the price, In-N-Out is incredible. Because like the only thing that compares to it in price wise is like Jack in the Box. And don't ever eat in Jack in the Box because it's awful. There's nothing good. They're like, oh, you should get the tacos. They're terrible. No, don't get the tacos. Don't ever eat in Jack in the Box. It's the worst fast food there is. But yeah, people are really passionate about In-N-Out because they loved eating there as a teen. They loved how cheap and awesome it was. They have good memories about In-N-Out. I have good memories about McDonald's when the dollar menu was the best thing going in the world. And there was nothing better than the dollar menu. When you get a McRib Jr. on the dollar menu, oh, McRib Jr., I love the McRib. And you could get the junior version. It was smaller. It was like a regular size patty. Oh, yeah. Where you could like, the McChicken's still $1, but like everything's now added up. You get 4-piece nuggets. You get 6, when they first started, I think you get 6-piece nuggets. That's incredible. Now, 4-piece nuggets even then. That's hard to find sometimes. The McDouble was $1. Forget about it. You guys are killing me making burgers tomorrow. Zorbs, I've got sausage that I was originally going to use in pasta, but I might make sausage burgers tomorrow because now I'm thinking about having burgers. Smash says, we ate at Five Guys when I was in Paris. That's the best high-quality burger I've ever had. As far as chains go, I think that's the best chain burger there is. Now, when I really want something that's not great for me, not that any burger is going to be good for you. When I want a garbage burger, my go-to is the Baconator. That is a Wendy's. It is burger and bacon and mayonnaise and not much else. It is stacked high. It is terrible for you. And oh, baby, do I love it. I like mayonnaise. I'm not one of those people that doesn't like mayonnaise, but I generally don't like mayonnaise on a burger. I usually like ketchup on a burger. But for some reason, the Baconator, it just works. And it is great and terrible. All right, so we got our leg frames here. And we're going to add some stuff on. I'm going to drink some water right now. Yeah, the Baconator is a terrible, wonderful burger from Wendy's. And it's square because that's their thing. It's great. Oh, I really needed water. I was dehydrated. I don't think they're big a chain, but Mighty Fine is above Five Guys. Last burger, I've never had a Mighty Fine. I've heard of it. I've heard good things. Never had it. I'll take your word. I believe you. Just not my experience. Never had that. All right, so we need some G's and some C's on here. Some C's and a G. And we're just putting the armor. We're just putting some armor on here. That's all we're doing right now. Just putting some armor on. No big whoop. 4 and 3. Great. Yeah, when I specified high quality, my heart is with the terrible sodium bombs. Yes, I understand that. No, like, Whataburger is a good thing. The seasoning is fun. I like that. I like a Five Guys a lot. I think that's probably my favorite of that caliber of burger. But yeah, when I want trash, I'm thinking Wendy's. I'm not thinking a Big Mac. I'm not thinking a Quarter Pounder. I did like that limited time when they were doing the sirloin burgers at McDonald's. Those weren't bad. I did not hate those at all. Those were pretty good. The Angus burgers, I should say. The Angus burgers at McDonald's, I thought were pretty tasty. I thought they did a pretty good job with that. Let's see if there's any anime I didn't talk about. We're talking burgers here. Oh, Yuuna and the Haunted Hot Springs. So I'm caught up on Yuuna and the Haunted Hot Springs. Here's my take on Yuuna and the Haunted Hot Springs. I thought it was just going to be, okay, so there's our guy. He's a psychic. He punches ghosts. There's our ghost. And everyone that lives there is weird, and they can see that ghost too. Well, they are all weird, but they are all ghosts or demons. Everyone's got something weird. So there is a ninja, but she's like an incredible ninja. She's not just a person that likes ninjutsu. She's an actual ninja. That's crazy. Not crazy, but that's something. The cat girl, who I thought for a while just like cats a lot, is actually possessed by a cat demon and can turn into a cat and summon cats. So that's awesome. And the drunk person that was there is actually an ogre, and the more she drinks, the stronger she gets as when she's in her ogre form, which is awesome and bizarre. Yuuna in the Haunted Hot Springs, like, it's still like he trips and touches a boob, and you're like, oh no. He like woke up, and his roommate, who's the possessed, the girl who is stuck Yuuna, is like her butt is in his face when he wakes up, and it's just like it's gonna be that dumb situation. That's the story. It's Love Hina. That's the thing. It's that kind of style. But I like all the periphery stuff. Oh, and the innkeeper is apparently also like a minor deity tied to the house, and not just a normal person. So that's incredible and bizarre, and I love it. It's all stupid and great, and I really, really like it. I'm going to cough. Here I go coughing. All right, great. So yeah, so Yuuna and the Haunted Hot Springs, I really like it. It's stupid. It's a stupid comedy, romantic comedy. That's a little juvenile, but I like all of the periphery stuff. I think it's very cool. Hello, Twist. Welcome. It's been a bit. Happy to have you here. So there's an Italian gourmet pizza place that I need to visit once. Ooh, I don't mind that. The only respectable Asian food restaurant in the area. Okay. You got a list. All right. It's good to have a list. It's good to have your priorities in check. Know what you want. Get what you want. Make sure that you're getting the food that you want to get when you're in the area. When I was in San Diego, my goal was fresh seafood. Nailed it. And go to Lolita's. Did it. Twice. Happy I did both times. I went for dinner once and I went for lunch once. And it was great. Very happy with my choices. Tried not to spend too much money on the company dime. But also, hey, if people are buying me dinner, I'm going to eat dinner. That's not like a slogan I have or anything. But it is a philosophy. Oh, you're paying? Okay, then I'll eat. Alright, so it's got to go in like this. Why isn't it? Oh. I got this. There we go. Just putting some armor on here. After my Elf Stunner, I'm actually building the real grade GPO1. Oh, cool, Esbrook. Yeah, I really like that kit that you sent me photos of. It came out great. You did a great job. People to see, things to eat. I agree. Yeah, you gotta keep working. As always, when you're working on kits, if you're in our Discord, post in the Discord. If you're not in our Discord, get in that Discord. You know what? It's time for our ad breaks here. It's time to do some ad breaks. We've been going for 45 minutes. We're gonna do an hour and a half tonight, cause y'all, I gotta stop at 11. I mean, I'm gonna stream 2 hours on Friday and 2 hours on Saturday. I'm doing my bonus game stream tomorrow. I'm hanging out with y'all tomorrow and then a regular stream on Saturday, but I can't go past 11 tonight, so I'm just going to go to 11. So it's time to do our break. To thank people for popping into the chat. I've got an email from someone I got to take care of later. So, number one, if you're not a subscriber, subscribing would be very helpful. $5 a month, that's awesome. I get a half of that. If you use your Twitch coin because you have Twitch Prime, I still get money as if you were using it. That's one way. You could also jump in. There's my Patreon. Patreon's a great way to support me. $5 you get video. $5 or plus you get videos before everybody else. $1 you get an exclusive Q&A that I'm doing. and that I do every month that only Patreon supporters get. And then $10 a month, you get to vote on what I build next when I put polls up. I also have an Amazon wish list. Amazon wish list is a great way to support me because you can see the kits that I want to work on. You can buy those kits. Hey, there's a new Zoids show. I haven't watched it yet, but it's out there. There's new Zoids. So maybe new Zoid kits are going to show up. I'll put those on the wish list if they come out and they look good. But if there's anything you think like, oh, I'd love you to build this, tell me. I'll put it on the wish list. You can buy it, and I'll build it on the stream. If you don't feel like supporting Amazon or Patreon, there's always coffee. Coffee's a way to support me. One-time donation. All the money I make from Twitch, the money I make from Patreon, the money I make from that, all goes into me buying more kits to make more kits and equipment. This computer that we built this computer based on donations in May. I found out when I went to go try to use it, does not have Bluetooth on the anywhere. I thought I had built-in Bluetooth. It doesn't. So I put on my Amazon wishlist at the bottom some stuff. I put in a little USB thing. I got plenty of USB slots on here. I'll throw it in one, and then I get a Bluetooth, and I can use Bluetooth headphones or a Bluetooth mic later. That's just something down the line that would be nice to have because I don't have the access for that. Those are ways. I've got a Discord. Hop in my Discord. People post stuff they're doing, like Harold posts when he's streaming. People post photos of work they're doing in the Discord. I plug my stuff so you can know what's going on with me there. I put the photos up in Discord. It was exclusive to the kits I bought on Sunday at San Diego Comic-Con. I put there. And then also, I have nothing to do with this, but Orahak is a fantastic illustrator. Erica is wonderful. And Erica made this cool Girl Plus shirt that maybe you'd be into if you like my streams. You might be into it. That's a beautiful Girl Plus shirt that you could get. How not to summon a Demon Lord. The episode, there's an episode that came out today. I did not get to see it before the stream started because I was delayed. I'll see it for Saturday. I know it's him fighting his only tough fight so far, so that's going to be interesting. Planet With I'm behind. Chio School Road are behind. Seven Senses of Reunion. I've only watched the first episode. I'm probably 2 or 3 behind on that. I want to get caught up. San Diego really, I was just working. I would get up at 7 in the morning, film, walk the show floor, take meetings with people, talk to people I hadn't seen in a while, go out to eat, prepare for the next day, maybe catch a couple things, and like the 10-minute videos that I watch of like builders that I like on YouTube, I would watch those, or like some of my Hearthstone videos, I watch that stuff. But I'm really behind. But yeah, excited to catch up on all my stuff. That is a very trans girl brand, which is not my brand, but I saw it. So Smash Mouth. I'm going to look at this link up. My buddy David Sebe, who makes a lot of the shirts I wear. Sebe, David Murray made the garbage shirt that you know, the famous garbage shirt that you know from Jeff Gersman, that somehow they made a shirt. Hey, Giant Bomb made a shirt with my friend's shirt in it, and I was like, what? I don't know if they did that properly or not. I'm saying I don't know, because they did a fake Garfield, but he's wearing a garbage shirt, which is my friend David made that shirt. So I'm like, what's up with that? If you like trans girl stuff, maybe you'll like this AM Trans shirt, which is pretty rad. I'm going to put it in here. My buddy David and a friend of his, Carter Minor, made it. And $5 for every shirt goes to benefit Trans Lifeline. And it fucking rules. I'm going to add that to the list of things we're talked about so that I put it on the YouTube archive. This is being archived on YouTube. I'm going to drink a little more water, then we'll get back to building. Hold on. I am out of water. I hope I do not need water in the next 40 minutes. All right, folks, we're going to get back into it. We're going to build. We're going to keep building. We're going to keep working on our kit here. Um, Thanks for letting me plug my stuff. Like I said, tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern, I will be doing another uh, game stream. Once a month, I play games. We always do some games with the chat, like Quiplash. I also tend to show off some games that I've been interested in, that I like seeing. Um, Speaking of games, I have my YouTube. I do a weekly game stream, and you might want to check out that. I did a next Monday will be the last in my series on Syrup and the Ultimate Suite, which is a really fun Let's Play of a very cool game. Um, but you can get caught up on that. I think it'll be, 4 episodes are up. The fifth one I just filmed today. It'll be up on Monday. It's a very fun um, game that I really liked playing. The first kiss at a spooky soiree we looked at last month. We did that in the game stream, and this is the same creator. So it was very cool to play another one of Nom Nom Nami's games. Trying to think if I said everything I want. Cells at Work, best anime, right? Might be my favorite show right now. I mean, I really like what's going on with My Hero. I'm excited to see some of these students from other schools and what they can do and what some of the ultimate moves are. Be interesting to see if how many people get the provisional license. I'm not caught up with the manga. I'm way behind in the manga, so I don't know. Like there's a way to know what's going on, and that's to be ahead with the manga. I am not. Smash Mouth just subscribed. That's 4 months in a row. Thank you very much with Twitch Prime. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you for doing that. But yeah, so My Hero, I had read a bunch of the manga, and I'm not caught up with it in any way, shape, or form. So it's been fun to kind of just watch the anime as it goes. Now that we're past where I had read, um, but try to figure out who the traitor might be, even though I know we won't know for a very long time. And I went down a rabbit hole of people posting their fan theories on My Hero of who they think um, the traitor is, because there's a traitor. Oh, who could it be? Can't be a minor character. It can't be someone we've never seen. That's not fun. It can't be this character because of this and their thing. And well, what about the guy who said that it was a secret where he was and blah 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 and all this other stuff? Speculation run rampant. But I don't know. I don't even know if there is a traitor. There could just be a bet. They could just have their wires tapped or some shit. All right, so we're working here. We finished the sheet there. Working on our model kit, doing our model kit thing. Just trying to get some stuff we're done here on the Shenlong. Making good progress on the legs of our Shenlong. And then 20 and 19. I'm interested in checking out Island. Chio's, I really think is very funny. Chio's School Road is, I think, a very, very funny show. The funny one with the name Abby or Abso or whatever, I can't. I can't handle the colors of that show. The art of that show just really bothers me. It's a very surreal, weird thing that I'm just like, I don't think I'm into. I know people that really like it, but I don't think it's for me. I forget the name of it. That's why I'm butchering it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I tried, but its art style is just so weird. Just not into it. But there's a lot of anime out there. Like I know people are like the table tennis one is great, or the badminton is good and the volleyball isn't, is what I've been told. But I don't know because I haven't watched either because I don't really dig sports anime. Also, there's just too much anime. Like, I'm not watching the Master of whatever. There was the other show that's kind of like a less booby version of How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. I haven't watched that, so I'm just busy. There's just a lot going on. All right. We are getting some work done here. All right, this goes in like this. This goes in like this. Oh, sweat dropping. It is hot in this apartment. I'm trying to be cool and calculated, but it is warm in here. I have a fan going, but I don't have all my fans going. I don't have air conditioning in this apartment, but I do have plenty of fans. But I only have one fan going right now because of the fact that I'm streaming. Not an anime, but I started watching the Santa Clara Diet, which is on Netflix. A zombie comedy, and the dialogue reads like constant Twitter slap fight in a good way. Other than that, I've been watching early Adventure Time stuff because my girlfriend had never seen it before. Oh yeah, early Adventure Time is awesome. I mean, late Adventure Time is great too, but it's a different thing. When that show is just like, oh hey, we've been planning things. You're like, oh word, oh okay, cool. I didn't know you were planning things. Wow. You've been planning things for a while, huh? Okay. Or you realized certain choices you made, you could make different versions of that choice, and it would be cool and weird. Cool, cool. All right. Weird. Um. All right. Oh, hold on. Ugh. Sweating through. Gotta take a second here. Hold on 1 second. Also, because I'm using the green screen, I have lights on me for the green screen, and that is rough. Okay, we're back to this. Did I do this right? I might not have done this right. In fact, I don't think I did this right. Maybe I did. I did this wrong. Okay. Yes. 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 Great. Okay. So I did do this wrong. I have to fix this. I will fix it. Figure out what I did wrong. This is like this. And that goes like that. And that goes like that. Great. Alright, that's the right leg. Now we can build the left leg. That's all the pieces we need for the right leg. Right leg is done. I forgot how long it took for some. Oh, I'm currently watching Gravity Falls since the box set just released. Commentary so good. I've heard that's a very good commentary track. I'll have to track that down. But I have heard good things about that. And then forgot how long it took for some things to get introduced in Adventure Time. We were on 1.5 seasons in, and we barely know anything about Marceline. BMO being a real character is barely a thing yet. Yeah, BMO. What am I saying? BMO. BMO is so important, and for a very long time is not. It's very funny. It's like at some point they were like, well, let's write more cool shit for BMO to do. Like, hey, we haven't written anything cool for BMO yet. We should write something real cool for BMO. And they do. We haven't met Lemon Grab yet, which is really looking forward to. God, Lemon Grab is a lot. Just a lot. Also, hey, remember when Flame Princess was going to be like, was the biggest thing in the world? Like, the biggest deal in the world for a while there was like Finn and Flame Princess. Like, that meant a lot for a bit. And then it didn't anymore. Just kind of stopped meaning anything. Just weird. But yeah, there was a period there where, like, you thought she was going to be, like, one of the most important characters in the show. Not really. Alright, that's another sheet done. People, yes. I like the Flame Princess. I think the Flame Princess was a cool character. I mean, she's no Lumpy Space Princess, but who is? Other than Lumpy Space Princess. Who rules? Lumpy Space Princess is the best. Whatever. Alright. We'll throw this here. And this goes here. Great. We're done with our legs. I think we're going to build a waist next. We are going to build a waist next. We'll have my least favorite thing, which is building the skirt. Least favorite part. Yeah. Good old Lumpy Space Princess. The best. Alright, yeah, so we're going to build our skirt now. Our waist. It's the next thing we've got going on here. It's all pretty straightforward. You know, until we start, like, building the different... like, really, the Dragon Fang is the thing that makes this kit interesting. And so we have to build a Dragon Fang, but that's, like, the only thing we have to build. That's really that weird about this kit. Which I don't mind, but, you know, it's kind of nice getting back to basics. We'll be working on a Voltron at some point, so that'll be different. So it's kind of cool to work on something pretty simplistic. You know, a lot of these Gundams have a lot of, you know, in the Wing series have this era have a lot of the same pieces, so a lot of the same steps, and then just flourishes. So not too hard to build. Nothing super challenging. Don't skip Gundam leg day. Yeah. Oh, so I haven't really talked about this. I talked about it on Twitter a little bit. So when I was planning, back in April, as soon as PAX West was done, I started thinking about, or PAX East was done, I started thinking about PAX West. Wanted to get out there on a Thursday, wanted to come back late Monday. Bought my plane tickets. Then it was time to get an Airbnb. Got an Airbnb very early. I believe it was May 1st. Got an Airbnb for the dates. Was all set. Went and got, you know, pretty reasonably priced, not that expensive place. 25-minute walk to the convention center. 15-minute train ride. 25-minute walk sounds great for me. Get my head in the game, clear my head, you know, have some time to wake up as I'm walking. That's something that I really like doing. Was all set, all ready to go. Got off the plane. Wi-Fi came back on because I didn't pay for Delta's Wi-Fi on that flight. Come back in to find that I do not have an Airbnb for PAX West. They got canceled. Now, I'm going to say this. I've had very good luck with Airbnb. This is the first time that someone's canceled on me. It was so far in advance that I was able to deal with it. Luckily, I'm very happy to say that I was able to find another place. It's not as good as the one. It's actually cheaper. But what ended up happening was I had just gotten off a plane from a pretty expensive trip. I spent a bunch of money on model kits, and I was really afraid that if I didn't get a new place, that my options were going to be limited. So I had to get a new place, but because I used my debit card, uh, oh, Fuzziski says I got an extra bed at Grand Hyatt that's paid for if you end up needing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm okay. I've got an Airbnb. I'm gonna have to take the train in or the bus in. I'm not thrilled about taking the bus. I'd rather take you know, and then taking probably a cab back. I'd much rather have where I was gonna stay, or much rather stay there. But it's okay. I'm okay. My major problem was so I didn't know this with Airbnb. When you get a refund, if you use PayPal, it's like instantaneous. But if you use like a debit or credit card, it can take 5 to 15 business days. Now, it only took 3 business days to get my money back. But I had to book a new space and pay for that space without the money that I had used for the previous one. And thankfully, it was less, but it was still like, I don't have these monies. I ended up like scrounging for these monies, and I was like, oh, now I really need this money that my refund to come back in as soon as possible. I do Fuzz. I hope I can call you Fuzz. I really do appreciate that. I'm sure someone's going to need that bed. But I really do appreciate that. That's very nice of you. I ended up working out fine. I found an Airbnb. Like I said, I'm going to have to ride a bus in, which means I'm going to have to get up earlier than I would like to, but it's okay. Thank you for saying that. I am going to call you Fuzz. Same way I call Isk instead of Isnark. Call him Isk. It is helpful for me sometimes to have that, so I appreciate that. Thank you. So this goes that. Oh, this goes on first. That makes sense. This goes on like this. And then I need A1 and E13. Yep, so just working on our waist here, just building as we go. Glad to hear you got things worked out, but I'm just hoping the person with my badge comes through. Oh yes, I do too, Fuzz. I hope your badge comes through. It's a very strange thing that like I always know like my panels go through now. I get to do stuff at PAX, and so I can always plan around it. The first year I submitted to PAX, the first year I ended up doing panels was like my second year going, third year going to East. And so I still bought a badge, which I then sold to somebody that needed it. But I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get accepted. And then from then on, I was like, no, I'm going to be able to do it. Especially now that we do League of Heels. Like, that's just as long as we want to do it, we're going to be able to do it. So I'm usually not worried about that. It's good. It's going to be tough. We've got a bunch of meetings at Gamescom. Then PAX West is immediately after. I'm going to be crazy stressed if I can't get a badge. Yeah. Hopefully you'll be able to get something going with somebody. Somebody will have an extra. Somebody will have like a. They will have a speaker badge, and then an exhibitor comes through and they can hand you their speaker, or they bought a 4-day badge and all that stuff. That stuff ends up happening. So good luck to that. I hope that comes through for you. I know that the hustle sometimes is hard when you just want to you just want to get your stuff done, and you just want to see the panels you want to see and talk to the folks you want to talk to and all that, and you're dealing with a lot of that stuff. It's very frustrating. I know I don't deal with it anymore, but I still know that it's hard. Nice to see you back in the Hyatt this year. Yes. Aaron mentioned wanting to send me swag when I met you guys and talked about my elevator story. If you ever need an extra dev to wrestle, I'll be there for you. Yeah, hearing your elevator story was awesome. I was so thrilled to hear it. And Aaron, reach out to Aaron if you want to. He'll take care of it. He's got the leftover stock from East. He and I need to talk about West. Yeah, we're back in the Hyatt. So the fire department, no hard feelings. Pax was able to do it. Of course, we will not have any fog machines. And as some people have noticed, Greg Miller has a kind of funny battle royale thing directly in front of our panel, right before our panel, is the lead into our panel. And I can tell you with 100% certainty, there will not be a fog machine at either show because we want to do our shows, but we do not want to have any problems. So there will be no fog machines. There will be no need to turn on a fog machine because there will be no fog machines. This I swear. This is not like the thing where I was like, please don't throw hot dogs, and then people threw hot dogs. Like, legitimately, I will kick a motherfucker out of there. I will take someone's badge and hold on to it because I can't confiscate a badge, but I will threaten to confiscate a badge. But I will bounce you the fuck out of my panel if you show up with a fog machine. Motherfuckers need to understand. I've been trying to get back in that Hyatt because the Wyvern, they keep making that theater smaller. The show we had last year, we turned away a ton of people, and that sucks. And we're Saturday night, so we're going to get even a bigger crowd than we would at a Sunday at 10 a.m., so I got to be able to pack that in. We got to be in the biggest space we can that's not the main stage because we're not main stage packed West ready. Give us some time. We'll get there, but we're not there. So, yeah. No, I'm not threatening anyone. I'm just stating a fact. I will bounce someone if they try to fuck around in that way. Got no time for that. This is my first time running a PAX wrestling event, running a League Hills show, and it's going to go great. Can people cool it with the fog machines? Yes. Yes, Lashbrook, that hot dog thing was very gross. See, this is Dan Reichert, and I said it on stage, and I mean it. I love Dan. Dan is a friend of mine. He's a good friend of mine. I care about that man, and I like when good things happen to him, and I want more good things to happen to him. I am a Dan Reichert fan. But, this is a big old but, Dan Reichert ruins Dan Reichert sometimes. The fact that he caught that hot dog as it was flying out of the container and he managed to catch it is incredible. To heighten it by having people throw hot dogs at him ruins the goodness of the original bit. He made it worse by being Dan, and it's a bummer because it was very cool, and then he had to go and be Dan about it. But yeah, hopefully we won't have any hot dogs either. I'll mention it in my opening pre-show, which I'll most likely do. I enjoy doing the live pre-show bit for the live audience, doing the Bear Cave, kind of explaining what's going on. If there's any sticking point in a story that we're like, this is hard to explain, and it'll be hard to explain in the show, I can kind of say what's going on, talk about it. I usually do it for 8 minutes. Sometimes I'll have somebody join in, take the mic from me, and get a plot point across. Every time someone posts the Facebook video about the taco wedding, I post a gif of the hot dogs in the comments. I appreciate that, Fuzz. That's very good. That's a good business. Speaking of League of Heels, if you did not have League of Heels merchandise, a great way to get that merchandise is at ProWrestlingTees.com/League of Heels. That's a way to buy that merch. Or you can buy it in person, because I'm going to make a video that goes up tomorrow about this. But right now, I'm telling you, right now, we got a table. We're in Bandland again, baby. It came together real last minute. I didn't know till this week. League of Heels will do signings again with wrestlers. I'll be working it the entire weekend, except when I have my panel on Sunday. Because Build with Baer, I'll have someone else there for that. But yeah, 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, maybe Monday till 5 because I got to go to the airport. I will be in Bandland. Uh, Melting jelly beans is a classic. So yeah, I'm going to be in Bandland. We'll be in Bandland. League of Heels. We will sell a League of Heels shirt. Will it be the red color? Probably. It might be League of Heels in another color that's not black. We will be selling the Run GFB shirt still. Will we sell the other shirt that we sold only at East and we can't really put on the store? Maybe. I'm saying maybe because I don't know. But yeah, we got merch. We'll be in Bandland with merch. So you'll be able to have poster signs. You'll be able to go and see people. It's going to be rad. We'll do the signings again. We'll do everything we did at East. If you ever need to find me, that's a great place to find me. I'll be in Bandland with League of Heels. And yeah, very excited. Please come and spend money. If you are larger than 2XL, buy your shirts on Pro Wrestling Tees. Because unfortunately, we can't take the loss on larger than that. So we do 2XL. It's charged the same amount we charge for all other shirts. And we take a little bit of a loss on all of those. And I'm fine with taking that loss. But anything more than that, we're taking even more of a loss that we really can't justify. And I apologize for that we can't serve you live in person if you're a 3X or 4X or 5X. But go to the website and buy them there instead. Go check out Pro Wrestling Tees and buy our merch there. And wear it to the show. There are hot dog launchers in my game. I should hide a reference a League of Heels in one of them. I mean, Fuzz, I'm not telling you not to drop us a joke line in there. Throw a reference to that. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm not saying do it. I'm saying do what your heart tells you. And I'm going to go ahead and assume that your heart tells you to include a League of Heels reference. But don't feel like you're obligated to. Although it would be nice. Yeah, no, don't turn on the hot dog machine. No hot dogs. No hot dogs. No hot dogs, no fog machines. Nope. Didn't put that on right. Did I do it right this time? Nope. Sorry, I got a little quiet there. Just trying to get this piece on. I got it on right. Great. Okay, cool. So I did these. These are the front ones. These are the back ones. Yep. So just putting this skirt together here for our kit. There we go. Got those on. We'll do the back ones now. A lot easier. E, D, and G. D1 is there. E is there. G is here. Great. Oh, we got here. Bratwurst. Speaking of wrestling, for reasons I've switched over to New Japan World and tried really hard to catch up on the G1. I want to be evil when I grow up for Lashbrook. Like that. Are people still into Lucha Underground? Lucha Underground is still really cool and weird. It's still a very weird, cool show. It's just that it's not like, it's not really on the tip of everyone's tongue. New Japan is kind of the hotness right now. Yeah, I've been following along, but I haven't watched anything live. I'm going to eventually get a subscription to New Japan. I just haven't yet because I let my other wrestling subscription go away. Yeah, I'm trying to get caught up on everything. Basically, San Diego meant that I just didn't. I watched a few things. I watched my wrestling, not wrestling, Hearthstone, because I still play Hearthstone now and again. But I like the personalities that I watch in their YouTube videos, so I try to keep up on that. Tonight I might end up watching, just cause I might up just watch the um, what show is it? Oh, I might watch How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. New episode came out today. I might just watch that tonight, but I'll definitely watch it by Saturday so I can talk about it. E10. I'll try to watch something tomorrow. I mean, the nice thing about the game stream is there's always the game to play, so it's not as much conversation heavy lifting on my part. I do enjoy the conversations we have, folks, but sometimes I do run out of things to say as we get towards the end of every stream. Like here, I'm kind of running a little low. Uh, I mean, Lashbrook, it's hard because it's just like, yeah, because they just do seasons and they kind of like film everything, and it's a weird, like, thing. It's not a continuous. They don't like tour with it. It's not like that kind of thing. It's more like a TV show that it happens to be a wrestling show. But I think it's very good. I think it's well done. Um, all right, so let's see. But yeah, I sometimes I run out of things to say. I'm glad y'all are talkative tonight. That's very helpful for me. Um, TNA apparently they're getting a lot of AAA and Lucha performers. I heard that this week's episode was actually very good. Did not watch it, so I cannot comment, but I heard good things about it, which is rare for that show. I usually don't hear anything about it. All right, put that there. Just gonna finish this up here. All right, this goes like this, and this goes like this, and then this will pop off all the time because these always pop off. I like to set the legs and just run away from these usually because they have a tendency to just fall apart. All right, great. So I got that done. And then I can put the legs in, and then I can put on. All right, so I need this, E, and D, 1 and 2. Great. So we're going to finish up our legs and our waist, and then I'm going to bounce out of here. We won't go to 11:30 or anything, but we'll have a 2-hour game stream tomorrow, so that should be very fun. Um, so that'll be good. Uh, Always good to show up and run my mouth. I do appreciate it. Uh, um, I very much appreciate you, Johnny, when available, when you can come in and chat. It's always nice to hear from you. Um, yeah, so tomorrow is my bonus game stream for that I do once a month. I try not to do it at the very end of the month, but that's the way this month worked out. I'm going to try to do it in the middle of August um, because I have traveled. I mean, the last weekend of August, I will be in Seattle, so can't do it that weekend. So I'm going to try to do it in the middle of the month. I'll wrap sometime in between stuff because I've got PAX. I've also got FlameCon. I'm going to be volunteering at FlameCon. I believe I am working the door at FlameCon registration. Don't know for sure exactly. Waiting to hear back from them about what I'm doing precisely. I'll know soon. But I'll be around at FlameCon at least on that Saturday, if not also that Sunday. Um, and then PAX. So yeah. So tomorrow, doing my bonus game streams, uh, hanging out um, at 9 p.m. Eastern time. That's the end of that. We're getting through some sheets here on our kit. Yeah, so 9 p.m. Eastern. Join me for games. We'll do some Jackbox stuff. We'll do some Drawful, which I haven't played. I've been meaning to play with y'all. I'll also play some other games that aren't multiplayer experiences. I've got a few. I've got a few that I got for free from Twitch that I want to kind of like check out, see what's up. But yeah, when we have a good number of folks ready to play and interested in playing, we'll do some group games. I'm excited about that. And all right, so this goes like this, and then this goes like this. Yeah, maybe we'll play TKO. I don't know. I always like playing TKO with folks, so maybe we'll do that too. We'll play it by ear and we'll see what happens. But I'm going to add the legs here in a second. I'm just trying to get this piece right. Yeah, so let's go with that. And then we're going to put these on here. So yeah, please do, Harold. I don't normally do on Friday, although I will do next Friday, as I said. Next Friday, I'm going to stream 9 to 11 instead of next Saturday because I will be out of town. I'll be visiting my parents, so I can't do my normal Saturday stream because I'll be there, and their internet is terrible. So even if I did want to stream from there, I can't really. So I'm going to stream Thursday and Friday next week. But tomorrow, please join me for my normal stream, for a bonus game stream. If you can come out, that'd be great. But that's where we're going to leave off now. On Saturday, we will finish the body assembly and do the weapons, and then take it from there. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm sorry we started late. I'm sorry I'm only doing an hour and a half, but I'm still kind of catching up from last week. Hopefully see you tomorrow, and thank you for joining me. Have a great rest of your Friday or Saturday or whenever it is for you, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.